Hello. Are you okay with this being filmed and put on the internet for educational purposes?
Yeah, that's fine.
Good. What is your name?
My name is Hala Kresh.
Where did you come from?
I'm from Ain Ebel in South Lebanon.
What were the circumstances in the civil war in Lebanon?
Okay, that's a while back. Back in the early 70s, the Palestinians used to be in Lebanon, used to live there, and they sort of broke up a war between them and Lebanese Christians. They wanted to take off a part of Lebanon and make it like their own country.
The south of Lebanon?
No, not the south. That's somewhere in the city towards Beirut. They wanted
To take over the
some of
capital?
the land to be their own, but obviously the Lebanese people objected to that, and they started, a war broke off basically because of that. Some of the Lebanese, I think, broke into two parts. The Muslims were supporting the Palestinians, and the Christians were supporting the rest, the government or whatever, as if the government or the country split into two and people were fighting each other and a big war broke off then.
So who would you say started this war? So who attacked first?
Well, it was the Palestinian, I'd say, because they wanted to take a part of Lebanon and make it their own, their homeland. And
So they wanted to take the capital?
yeah. But the Lebanese objected to that, and I didn't like that, and that's how the war started between the two.
So the Palestinians started to bomb Lebanon, or the Lebanese bombed
Once
them?
the war broke off, they started bombing each other. Palestinians started, and then the Lebanese people would fight back, and the war broke off, and they destroyed.
It was pretty bad.
It was very bad. Houses were destroyed, people were injured, a lot of people died, a lot of people were starving, they needed food, they needed medicine, they needed attention. And
Was there any medical aid?
it was very minimum. There was a bit of medical aid. It was very, very minimum. Because of the war, people, it was hard to get them to hospitals and to get the medical attention, but it was very minimum.
How were you impacted in Lebanon?
Everybody was feeling very scared and in need of help, and people were desperate to basically leave the country because everyone was worried about his family. Everybody thought that they're gonna die, same day. So people they feared their lives basically, and they wanted to just look for options to leave the country because it was very bad. That's when people started thinking of migrating and leaving the country. So whenever there was an opportunity and an option, people just basically left.
Would you say the hometown that you came from, Ain Ebel, is scarred by the war?
Is what?
Scarred by the war?
Yes, all of Lebanon got affected. It was mainly where the Palestinians were, but all of Lebanon, all parts of Lebanon were affected badly, yes.
So, how were you impacted during the war? Or helped, in other words?
Okay, well, we used to get a bit of, Lebanon used to get a bit of help from surrounding countries, medical help and food help, but it wasn't that much, and it wasn't enough. So people were still basically needing help, needing food, needing shelter. So everybody got affected this way.
So, what was the state of Lebanon when the government collapsed during this time?
Because the government, as if it was split into two, the Muslims supported the Palestinian, the Christians supported the other part. The government was very, very weak. It wasn't all together supporting each other. People were split into two, so there wasn't much support, and it collapsed, and it was very weak because of the split.
would you say it went to the point of corruption?
Yeah, it did.
What was the state of, what was Ainabad affected?
Yes.
How bad would you say Ainabad was affected in this time?
Well, a lot of people lost their homes.
Fight off the war, or
Yeah.
was the military people, there weren't enough people
There wasn't
going into war?
enough military people, there wasn't enough weapons to support the war. That's why it's just basically, it